Alright, hello! We're back with a little bit of a weird video. William Sherwood asked you should make a video on how to start up a DS emulator with the games, including the randomizer and how you'd set it up to play. So we're going to do just that. So first thing, bada boom, bada bitch, you want to get your emulator that you're going to use to emulate the game. Personally, I think Desume is probably the best. I don't know. I get it off MU Paradise. I know in no way condone this site as the best site for emulators or ROMs or anything like that, but by the same merit, it's the one I used. So you download the latest version, it goes into your downloads as a separate file, a little zip file. So for this, you're going to need to know how to unzip and zip files using WinRAR. If you don't know how to do that, feel free to check out some sort of site or another YouTube channel on how to do that. But I'm going by the base assumption that everyone knows how to zip or unzip files using WinRAR, 7-zip, anything like that. So once you have your Decimume file, you want to just extract it out of your folder by right clicking, do extract here or extract to or whatever, and download, and then it will have all the files and it will give Decimume, it's a hard word to say, up. So when you download it, you should have a folder and you should also have the application, which I have these two things right here. So next thing you're going to need for Decimume to work is you're going to need a ROM. So you want to go to another site. Nintendo recently has been cracking down on certain sites, so it's going to be harder to find a ROM. Personally, I used ROMs Mania for my current ones. Instead of clicking the big download button though, you want to go to more options and go browser download just to get the raw zip file. When you have the raw zip file, unzip it and put it in a folder or wherever you know to keep it. I have mine in one called DS ROMs, and you can see here I have these NDS files. These are the big files that Decimume needs to read. So all you have to do is open ROM. You choose one. This is my Pokemon Black version, so we're just going to choose one just to show it. And it should launch the game, hopefully. Yep, just going to fast forward a bit. You see Pokemon Black works perfectly fine. Now here comes the big thing of Randomizer. So to randomize it, you're going to need this site. Don't worry, all the sites will be in the description that I used. It won't be the exact sites. So MU Paradise and stuff, you have to get your own. But for instance, for this one, the Universal Pokemon Game Randomizer, I'll give the direct download to. You want to download for Windows, the EXE version comes out as a zip file. You unzip that file and get the EXE, and then suddenly you have a new EXE after you unzip it called the randomizer.exe. This is where things get a little bit complicated. So you get this big screen and you don't know what to do. First thing you do is you open the ROM, you find your ROM somewhere. So in DS ROMs, for instance, I'll use Pokemon Platinum, open. You want to choose all your options, so base statistics. Don't worry about whatever Pokemon loads up here. That's just showing that there's a Pokemon. Um, Evolutions, make change possible evos. What I do for my personal Pokemon Platinum file, I will show right now. So I have change impossible evos, keep this all the same. Starters, I have basic with 2 evolutions. Static Pokemon is completely random, and in-game trades are random with all random IVs, items, nicknames, and OTs. With the move sets, I don't touch any of them except I update the moves. With the trainer Pokemon, however, I have them as all random and rival carry starter through the game, just to make it a little bit more interesting. With wild Pokemon, I randomize the held items, and I have area 1-to-1 mapping with no additional rule. This means every single encounter on a route is replaced with a certain Pokemon, so you can still get the same kind of Pokemon, it'll just be random on which Pokemon it's going to be until you see the Pokemon on the route. TM and HM stay unchanged, but field items go to randomized with bad items on. This box should be ticked, but I didn't tick it for platinum. Basically, it'll means you won't get fucking berries and mail for every single goddamn item like I do. In the missed tweaks, I also had fastest text, randomized catching tutorial as well, just to have that little bit extra. When you're done, you can either save your settings, load up certain settings that you saved from before in case you want certain rules to be the same, and then you want to click this thing called Randomizer Save. For this one, we'll go to desktop, we'll go to DS ROMs and call this plat is cool, and just save it. Don't worry about this. This should automatically default to the type of file it was, which for this case is an NDS. Now this program works for not only DS games but GBA. It works for most Pokemon ROMs you do have. It's a universal one and it should do well. Once you have the ROM, it works just as the Decimeme ROM, so you just want to open ROM, you want to go to your DS ROMs and you want to click whichever one. So for instance, I have Plat Rand is what I named my last one. Open that bad boy up, and it should work perfectly fine, just as everything else has so far. And that's basically it. That's all there is to this. I know it seems complicated, but honestly, it's just downloading 3 things: emulator, game, randomizer. Then whenever you want a new game, you just download that middle thing, a different game ROM file. I can't advocate for every site. Once you have those downloads, you extract them, you set up your folders so it's all nice and neat, unlike my desktop, which is messy as shit, and then you should be able to play. If you have any more questions, feel free to put them in chat. Otherwise, my name is Chickachow, better known on the internet as Chickachow, and as always, I'll catch you guys on the flip side.